How's it going, everyone? We have an unfortunate update on PlayStation Plus. You guys know the deal. Some games come in, some games leave the service, and some major titles are leaving the service come August the 15th, and we'll go through all of them. A franchise, unfortunately, looks to be on its way out from PlayStation Plus, so that really is unfortunate, but again, a reality of subscription services as a whole. And gotta talk a little bit about Quantum Error. Man, oh man, has this game taken the Twitter gaming world by storm. I haven't seen a game cause this much fanboy war in quite a while, where the studio had to come out and make statements. We'll get to all of that in a little bit, but again, more on that in just a bit. But first of all, PlayStation Plus Extra and Premium are losing some major titles, and when I say major, I would say they're pretty major games. Borderlands 3, big title there. Nidhogg, big title there. DCL the game, Yakuza 0, Yakuza Kiwami, and Yakuza Kiwami 2. So the Yakuza franchise is on the way out, which absolutely sucks, but you know, it is what it is. August 15th, you can definitely jump into Yakuza 0 and get some playtime out of that. Finishing all three of those games, I think, is a little bit of a daunting task, but definitely jump into Yakuza 0 if you get the opportunity and you have never played it. It's a fantastic game. Grip is leaving the service. The Crew 2, another pretty big title, leaving the service. 8-Bit Armies and Carmageddon Max Damage. Again, this is the deal with PlayStation Plus. Games are gonna enter the service, games are gonna leave the service whenever a game enters the service. Even if it's like a day one release game that's coming to PlayStation Plus Extra, it is there for a finite amount of time. Usually the term is a year, sometimes it's a little bit more than that. We just saw what happened with Stray. Stray got added to PlayStation Plus Extra when it launched back in July of 2022. I had an inkling that it was gonna end in July of 23. We didn't know for sure, but I had been telling you guys, hey, go play Stray if you haven't. It's probably leaving the service soon, and lo and behold, it left the service. Obviously, there are other things that can happen. They can come back to the table, have a negotiation, have a new offer presented, but in the case of Stray, that game was way bigger than anybody expected, so Stray coming back to the table, working with Sony, I think they would have wanted more money for Stray. Or who knows? I don't know exactly how the terms for those deals work. Maybe some titles have a deal where it's like, for X amount of downloads, you get X amount of dollars, etc., etc. But Borderlands 3, that's another major title leaving, but I think the most notable standout here is that the Yakuza series is transitioning out of PlayStation Plus Extra. Guess what? The Yakuza games are also very, very cheap, so like, even if it does leave the service, guys, those games should be in your library. If you never played them, go play them, and you know, if you want to buy them. Yakuza 0 goes for like $4.99. Kiwami and Kiwami 2 are around that price point as well. So this shouldn't be too big of an issue. And Borderlands 3 you can get pretty cheap these days as well for like $8. August 15th should also be the date where new titles are rotating into the service. Yeah, August 15th is a Tuesday, and I believe Tuesday is usually, or it's a Tuesday or a Wednesday, it might be Wednesday, where the games get added into the service. So games are leaving, games are going to enter, and for the month of August, we already know, major title being added in Sea of Stars, a day one launch that will be on PlayStation Plus Extra. We don't get a ton of those on Plus Extra, maybe one here and there, a couple of them a year, but Sea of Stars, a major one for August, and hopefully that momentum will continue. I am curious, with these titles leaving the service, Sea of Stars is already announced. I feel like August gotta be a pretty notable month for Plus Extra, especially because you look at that Plus Essential lineup. I mean, not to throw shade at PGA Tour 2K23, but I saw some of those comments and you guys were not excited for that. Although Dreams is cool, but yeah. The Plus Essential lineup does not look great. Some major titles leaving. Sea of Stars is a nice plus, but hopefully Plus Extra and Premium, the update itself, does deliver this month. Moving on from that, man oh man, Quantum Error just creating so much controversy and arguments on Twitter recently. I don't know if you guys have been following that, but the social media side of Quantum Error has just been a train wreck recently. Team Kill Media has also canceled the PlayStation 4 version of Quantum Error and confirmed plans to release a PC version. At the moment, it's unclear whether the PC version will release alongside the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series version. Not too surprised about a PS4 version being canceled, especially at this point in the game. We don't even have a release date for the game, so if this is going to be a 2024 game, I mean, at that point, like, yeah, the PS4 is getting phased out. It's a at 2024, it's gonna be an 11-year-old console. Think about that for a second. 11 years old since the PS4 came out. And it was noted in a statement, unfortunately, we're gonna have to cancel the PlayStation 4 version of Quantum Error. Even with the game being made from the beginning for the PlayStation 5, we still had hopes we could make a PlayStation 4 version happen, but with the level of quality we have achieved with Quantum Error, with gameplay running at 60 frames per second, we have reached the conclusion that there is no way for us to deliver a version on PS4 that would live up to what the PS5 is going to deliver. The studio continued, a PS4 version would require too much downgrading and changing of assets, lighting, and much more to function. With the difference in memory and the slower HDD speed, it would be a very different experience that will not compare to the PlayStation 5 version and would not be fair to PlayStation 4 players. So there you go with that. Quantum Error is one of those games that hasn't been getting a sizable amount of buzz. Like, it seemed like it was getting a lot of attention after everything went down on Twitter recently. But yeah, nonetheless, some gameplay has come out for the game, and the game does look quite good. If you're into first-person horror titles, I think this is one that a lot of you guys are going to end up enjoying, and definitely aesthetically, from an atmosphere standpoint as well, it looks great in that regard. Brand new IP, so you always have to be a little bit cautious as far as how that's going to turn out, and I'm still a little bit skeptical. And this game has been announced for quite a while, going back 3 years ago, from the studio behind Kings of Lorne and the Fall of Everest. So the game has seen like a lengthy development cycle, so hopefully it's turning out well. This is one of the new IPs I know some people have been looking forward to, and yeah, definitely be on the lookout for that. But that is going to do it for me. Again, PlayStation Plus Extra and Premium will be losing some titles with Borderlands 3, Nidhogg, DCL the Game, Yakuza 0, Kiwami, Kiwami 2, Grip, The Crew 2, 8-Bit Armies, and Carmageddon Max Damage. Now, these games are all going to be available until August the 15th, so if you want to play them, you have until August the 15th, and I still see comments on these videos when we talk about these games being removed. Oh, don't worry, I'm going to download these games, and I'll have those games. Guys, once again, PS Plus Extra is not like Plus Essential. Plus Essential, you redeem those games onto your account, and as long as you're a Plus subscriber, you have access. PlayStation Plus Extra is a rotating catalog of games, so once the games leave, it might take a couple hours for it to take into effect, but you will lose access to those games. It doesn't matter if you have it downloaded. I don't even think it matters if you have the game open. You'll get a pop-up that says your access to this game has been revoked and you can buy the game. And obviously, your save and everything like that will continue, or if the game gets added back into the subscription service, you can, you know, continue from where you left off, but actual access to the game for the moment being, unless you buy the game, it will be revoked. So keep that in mind, and if you do want to jump into any of these games, like Yakuza 0, you can probably complete it by August 15th. It's just, you know, completing 0, Kiwami, and Kiwami 2 is going to be a daunting task. Quantum Error PlayStation 4 version has been canceled. The PC version has been added. Is what it is on that. Again, game causing a lot of controversy on Twitter and a lot of debate on Twitter as well. A lot of it really meaningless, but as far as the game itself goes, I think it looks quite good, and it might be one of those games that ends up surprising a lot of people. Whenever it does come out, I would imagine sometime in 2024, and, you know, by 2024, look, I love the PS4, it was a great console, but it's time to phase it out, and it's time to move on to a new generation of gaming. But that'll do it for me. Sound off with all of your thoughts in the comments section down below. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.